akin pong gagawin ngayon ay yung aking final assessment. Ang kailangan po natin dito ay slow paper, crayons, at watercolor. Saan na po natin? At ito po ang aking final assessment. Maraming salamat. 10. Trafficking in person RA 10364. Question number 1. What should be the proper criminal charge to be filed against Lucio and Ligaya? The case to be filed against Lucio and Joy is for violation of RA 10364 or the past sexual behavior or the sexual predisposition of a traffic person shall be considered inadmissible in evidence for the purpose of proving consent of the victim to engage in sexual behavior or to prove the predisposition, sexual or otherwise, of a traffic person. Question number 2. What are the punishable acts under RA 10364? Conviction by final judgment of the adopter for any offense under this act shall result in the immediate rescission of the decree of adoption. Second and subsequent offenses: imprisonment of 1 year and a fine of 100,000 pesos. Any person found guilty of qualified trafficking under Section 6 shall suffer the penalty of life imprisonment, death, and a fine of not less than 2 million pesos but not more than 5 million pesos. Attempted trafficking in person: when there are acts to initiate the commission of a trafficking offense but the offender failed to or did not execute all the elements of the crime by accident or by reason of some cause other than voluntary assistance. Forced labor and slavery refer to the extraction of work or services from any person by means of enticement, violence, intimidation, or threat, use of force or coercion, including deprivation of freedom, abuse of authority or moral ascendancy, debt, bondage, or deception. Question number 3. What are the corresponding penalties and fines for these punishable acts? Any person found guilty of committing any of the acts enumerated in the Section 4 shall suffer the penalty of imprisonment of 20 years and a fine of not less than 1 million pesos, but not more than 2 million pesos. Any person found guilty of committing any of the acts enumerated in Section 4 of this act shall suffer the penalty of imprisonment of 15 years and a fine of not less than 500,000 pesos, but not more than 1 million pesos. Any person found guilty of Section 4B of this act shall suffer the penalty of imprisonment of 15 years and a fine not less than 500,000 pesos, but not more than 1 million pesos. In every case, conviction shall cause and carry the automatic revocation of the license of registration of the recruitment agency involved in trafficking. The license of recruitment agency which traffic a child shall be automatically revoked. Any person found guilty of committing any of acts enumerated in Section 5 shall suffer the penalty of imprisonment of 15 years and fine of not less 500,000 pesos, but not more than 1 million pesos.